And people have written to me and say, you changed my life. You changed my life. You changed my life. I was, cutting corners. I had heard about these things, but I cut a little corner here and a little corner there. Oh, what the heck? Nobody would notice.
Yeah.
Yes, they would notice. So here's the 7 keys to becoming wealthy as a chiropractor or in any other field. Well, there are 7 basics in selling, and it's almost like cooking in the kitchen with a recipe. I many years ago, when I was young, I found when I went out with girls, I would take them to a restaurant that served Caesar salad because I like Caesar salad. And I don't know if there's anybody here who likes Caesar salad, but I like Caesar salad, so I would go to a restaurant that served Caesar salad. And then one day I noticed that it was a nice restaurant. I still remember it clearly. I noticed that the guy making the salad, and that was the time when they made the salad in a table next to you, and he was whipping up the salad and putting in the ingredients. And I noticed he was not very smart. I mean, could never be a chiropractor. I mean, he was not a very smart guy, and yet he was whipping up a beautiful Caesar salad. And I said, all you need is a recipe to make the Caesar salad. I said, how is it that you're so good at making a Caesar salad? He said, well, they showed me back in the kitchen. You follow these steps and then you serve the salad. So I decided, by gum, I'm going to get the recipe. And the first thing I did, I borrowed a recipe book from my mother. And then I went downtown and bought a book. And then I followed the recipe. And I did what every single person does. I deviated from the recipe. I said, well, that's not that
Yeah.
important. I don't need to do this, or
Yeah.
nobody will notice that, and so on. Very small things. For example, they say you need fresh lemon. So what you do is you take a lemon, you cut it in half, and you squeeze it. You need the lemon from half. Well, so what I did is I bought a jar or a bottle of lemon juice, and put it in, and it wasn't bad. Then they say, well, you need garlic, fresh garlic. Well, I went out and bought garlic in a jar. And then you need romaine salad. So I went out and bought a cheaper salad and throw it all together. And I just broke all the rules, and the salad just kept coming out lousy. So I finally said, all right, I'm going to make this salad exactly the way the recipe says. And I did. One of the things it said is you need a wooden salad bowl, not a plastic bowl, not a steel bowl.
Yeah.
You need a wooden salad bowl, and you need to garlic. You need to take a half clove of garlic and you need to rub it all around that bowl. So the whole bowl is garlic. And then you start to put in the ingredients, and you use olive oil and you use tarragon vinegar. Nobody knows this. And by the way, if you like Caesar salad, go to my website, briantracy.com, and you'll say Brian Caesar salad recipe and download it, no charge. And everybody who's ever done that said the next salad they made was the best salad they ever made in their life. Their family was just tipped over. They couldn't believe how good it was. Now, another thing to remember is that there's 14 steps in a Caesar salad. And if you miss any one, it will diminish the quality of the salad. In selling, I've done the same thing. I've given this little kind of talk about Caesar salad and selling to many people. And people have written to me and say, you changed my life. You changed my life. You changed my life. I was, cutting corners. I had heard about these things, but I cut a little corner here and a little corner there. Oh, what the heck? Nobody would notice.
Yeah.
Yes, they would notice. So here's the 7 keys to becoming wealthy as a chiropractor or in any other field. Number 1 is prospecting. And prospecting is finding people who can and will use your services within a reasonable period of time. That's a very important point. That definition I developed over the years is finding someone who can and will buy and use your services within a reasonable period of time. So if a person is not likely to purchase your services within a reasonable period of time, thank them very much for their time and give them your business card and say, if I can be of help to you in the future, please call me. I'd love to be of service to you, but I know that you're a busy person, so I'll just let you get on with your day and I'll get on with my day. In other words, don't try to sell to people who say, if they say, I don't have the money, here's one of my rules. If someone says I don't have the money, believe them.
Mm.
Believe them. Don't argue with them. Don't debate. Don't listen to this nonsense where people say, oh, everybody's got the money and they can get the money if they want it. And all you have to do is find the way. No, if a person will tell you, a complete stranger, someone that they've never met before, one of the most revealing things about their
Yeah.
life, that they don't have any money, if they're willing to expose themselves like that, believe them and keep moving. The critical thing about prospecting is to find people that you like and who like you. Now,
Mm.
with regard to prospecting, I always look at my patients or clients on how I can serve them, how I can
Mm.
help them. Is basically, I love my customers, and I found that when I was starving, a customer made the difference between eating and not eating,
Yeah.
and by God, I really like them because they
Mm.
they bought from me and I could eat. And for the rest of my life, I've always loved my customers. When I stand and speak to an audience of 5,000, the people in the audience know I genuinely care about them. I genuinely want to help them to improve the quality of their life. And when you feel that, and by the way, if you do that, the money will come. Concentrate on finding the right people, and the money will come. And so that was the first thing: learning how to prospect and learning how to sort them out. You ever see that movie or those pictures where the Japanese chick sorters? You know what I'm talking about? Where the chicks are coming down the belt, and
Yes,
these
yes, yes, yes.
these specialists, they have the ability to feel a chick and determine if it's male or female,
Yeah.
and they sort them like this. I always love that little picture of them sorting, and the male are immediately sorted this way so they can be raised as chicken and butchered and sent to the store, and the others that lay eggs go to the other side. And these people have this incredible sense, this wonderful ability to separate, and they go left, right, left, right, left, right. You can't imagine, but as a result, they're extraordinarily effective. Your job is to sort out people, because what you want is people you like and people who like you.
Yeah.
The best chiropractors have patients that have been with them forever, and the patients would never go anywhere else. And those patients become almost the major source of new business. Your
Mm.
very best business is always going to come from previous business. And
Mm.
that's going to come by taking care of people and making it clear that you like them, that you care about them, that you want to help them. This is not just a financial transaction,
Mm.
because you're talking about a person's health and their business and their life. Anyway, so that's number one. Number two is building rapport and trust.
Yeah.
And this is what has enabled me to be so successful in sales. I read all the studies. Took all the courses. I went through the Xerox system, and the Xerox system is basically very good, clever, fast talk, um, uh, twisting, turning, arm wrestling, getting the customer to buy. And I always felt that that was wrong. I felt
Mm.
that the most important thing was to get the person to like and trust you,
Mm.
and only deal with people that you like and trust. Don't ever fake it. You fake it till you make it. You hear that?
Mm.
Impossible.
Mm.
People are so hypersensitive. They know if you like them genuinely, or if you just see them as a source of revenue.
Yeah.
And so, if you don't like people, make it clear that you don't like them. One of the best things you can do is turn them over to somebody else in your office who may like them.
Yeah.
But if you don't like them, let them go. Remember the old saying: "Some will, some won't. So what? Next."
Yeah.
So therefore, some will get along with you wonderfully, some won't. So what? Next. Don't be so sensitive that you have to get everybody to like you, because everybody's not going to like you. You are, I'll tell you, everybody watching this, you are wonderful human beings, but some people don't realize that. So you just let them go. So the fact is, you cannot build a relationship with a patient until you like and trust them and they like and trust you. If you start to talk about costs, services, activities before you have reached that point,
Yes.
then you'll kill the sale, as we say. A good friend of mine is a man named Neil Rackham, and Neil Rackham was commissioned by several of the biggest companies in the world. They all put in $5 million. They put together a $25 million pool. And for 20 years, what he did is he interviewed customers in a variety of different industries, including chiropractic. And they videotaped them and they asked them questions. And the critical question is, why did you buy from this supplier rather than from someone else? And Neil's a wonderful guy. He's British, as a matter of fact, and he's just a wonderful man. I just love the guy. And what he did is he asked these questions, and he found that the 70% or more of the reason for a person purchasing was because the person selling the services believed so strongly in the goodness of your services and in your ability to render those services. They just the passion and belief in the goodness of what you were doing just came through. And as a result, people bought from them. Why didn't they buy? Is they just didn't feel comfortable with the provider of the services. So starting off, if you start to talk about the cost or the services or the technical aspects of it, before you have established this level of rapport and trust, you kill the sale and you kill the relationship, and they'll give you, have you ever heard the words? I'll often ask my audiences, Ryan, I say, have you ever heard the words, let me think about it, leave me some information, I'll call you back later, I'm not in the market right now. Have you ever heard these words? And what these words mean, they equal, you're a lousy salesman or salesperson, and I'll never talk to you again. So whenever the person says, let me think it over, it means thank you, goodbye, I will never talk to you again. I'll never take your calls. I will never phone you back. I will never respond to your communication. It's over, goodbye, forever. And so what you do is, if you start to talk about the technical aspects of your services before you have built this level of rapport, you'll kill the sale. Now, how do you know when it's time to start talking about the business? What is involved in terms of your services, how many times you'll have to see them, what it will cost, and so on and so on. How do you know? The answer is very simple. They will ask you, please tell me, what do you do and how much does it cost? They will ask you, they will invite you, they will open their arms metaphysically, or metaphorically. They'll open your arms and say, tell me what you got.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope it was helpful. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe, hit the like button, and share the video or leave a comment. It would really mean a lot to me. Also, if you haven't subscribed, my statistics show that over 70% of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. You do not want to miss the practice growth strategies I'm going to be teaching over the next couple of months. See you on the other side.